Hey folks, I am here. I want to apologize in advance because things went a little bit late. So I am outside. You may hear some wind and a random bell. But hopefully we can get the information out there. If you can't hear me well, just let me know and I'll come back tonight. But I wanted to, right. I'm going to tell you, I've been sitting here for like ever and this did not happen. Give me a minute, y'all. I think we're done. All right. So I'm also just heads up. I'm working on the hotspot and we're working with this mic. So hopefully you all can hear me okay and we can go forth with the information. So today we're talking about how to switch from the corporate mindset in order to be a digital nomad. So I've gotten a lot of questions from you all. Everybody wants to move abroad, but they're worried about how they make money, which that is a legitimate reason. Okay. But you want to realize how much it'll cost for you to live in a country in which you want to move to. So it's hard to say how much money you'll need to make from any particular endeavor if you're not really clear on the expenses that you would incur based on the country that you're deciding to live in. So that's going to be an important thing to consider. But also, I know there is a couple people that may get caught up on kind of doing the necessary things individually. For example, if you're coming from the corporate mindset, no corporation is really going to, if you can't hear me guys, just let me know in the chat and then we'll just reschedule. But I'm sorry that I'm outside and the wind is blowing and it's Sunday. It's all about, cocktails and things. But to get back. So most corporations would not consider starting a company without developing the website, developing the collateral, developing, so much of those things. And I don't want you to get caught up with that as a individual. When you're an entrepreneur, you actually aren't in business until you get a customer. And I think a lot of times, so many entrepreneurs feel like they want to focus on the website, the collateral, going to get incorporated, do all these things, which of course is important, but understand none of that is important if you never get a client. If you don't get a client, it sounds great. Thank you for giving me some feedback on that. I was so worried. So if you don't concentrate on developing the audience, so those of you who are working your 9 to 5 now, my advice to you is to start to figure out how you're going to position yourself to create content for the audience at which you want to serve, because this does not happen overnight. And I want you to start planting the seeds now. And that way, when it's time to execute and you build your platform up, then you can go ahead and whether you want to leave the country or leave your job or whatever you do, you'll have this other income stream ready. But from the questions that I've been seeing, I think some are getting caught up in the process versus the actual information. I want you to concentrate on whatever the content is. Like for my doctors, for my professional service providers, you already have the content that you would try to sell. Tell people why they need it or why it's important or what they can do to purchase things better. I need an example so that I can, I know I can't remember who it was. They said that they sell life insurance and they're looking to get more clients for their life insurance business. So a lot of life insurance companies will purchase leads offline. Only reason why they're purchasing leads online because they don't know how to create the leads themselves. And these are corporations. So when it comes to many corporations, they're not quite clear on how to market online. When you work for a corporation, there's a variety of different people that are responsible for various aspects of the company doing well. There's various departments and that type of thing. When you're an entrepreneur, you are the only one. Okay, so you are responsible for creating that connection and that energy with your potential customers. And you can get very niche specific. Hey there, Francine. I'm always want you to get very niche specific. So for those of you who saying, I want to create this life, I want to know we have some people who want to be coaches. People need to know what that experience is going to be like working with you. So if you focus on anything, and I hope you guys can hear me, I'm so sorry. People need to know what that experience is going to be like working with you, especially if you're going to do something as intimate as coaching someone. So you're going to have to coach yourself to be much more visible and approachable and clearly show why someone should want to work with you. Okay. And this is the collateral that you would have to create and put yourself out there before you even think about the website. You can have a full-fledged business and receive income without even having a website. Now, you do need an email marketing software. And if those of you, I know Francine and Grace are signed up for the boot camp. If you haven't signed up for the boot camp, we're starting next Tuesday, but registration is going to end on next Monday. So the link is in the description if you want a community of accountability. And I'm going to be teaching live in addition to adding some courses that I think will be helpful for people who are just starting, particularly in the email marketing campaign space, because as the economy starts to change, guys, because it will, getting ads and that type of thing are going to be super, super expensive. So what email allows you to do is get right in the inbox of the people that can potentially be your customers. Okay. You find out what they need. You find out where they're struggling in the industry. Again, insert your industry. And that is how you help people. This is what your business is online. Your goal is to get as many people, talk to them, communicate with them, and find out where your product is from there. Now, I think Sandra sent me an email this morning. And I wanted to touch on that really quickly because I think it relates to kind of that transition you'll have to do from corporate. She says, when creating a new revenue stream, how do you structure your time between the current gig and the new one? I tend to go hard on a new interest and become blind to everything around me, thus losing the work-life balance. Listen, I know so many people can relate to that. I honestly, is there a way to answer that? I think what I do is I understand that, of course, I think we talked about this the other day. If you divide your day into 3 8-hour shifts, you're going to be sleeping for 8 hours. You're probably going to be working for 8 hours. And then you have like another 8 hours to kind of get your life together, right? Or do what you want to do, whether that includes, the family or that type of thing. But if you got to wake up an hour early or go to sleep an hour late, what we're doing right now, guys, is planting the seeds for a better life. And it's going to require kind of taking the time. But understand what I want you to focus your energy on. I think, so she said recording this current income, right? Before you kind of spend time on creating this course or any other type of, online, sorry about that, y'all. Before you start spending the time kind of creating all of this not software. I'm so out of it because I'm so anxious. So sorry. Okay, here it is. Before you start creating any online income or additional revenue streams of income, the first thing I want you to do is build the audience. I know it seems rather redundant that I've been saying this over the course of the lives, but the reason why I need you to do that, because creating that content is going to bring people back to you. And when you're just starting, even if you work in a 9-to-5 job, start to write down the topics that someone in your industry would need. Because it's your job to convince them that they need to work with you. But if you don't have any content to tell them why, it's going to be super difficult. And if you can't articulate that, you don't have your own elevator pitch as to why someone would work with you, it's going to be difficult. And creating additional revenue streams with that is going to be the worst thing you want to do. Right now, do the research right now as to who you're going to work for, who you're going to focus on, who you're going to give your services to. And then from that, find out what they need. How to create an online class and all that other stuff and logos and stuff, we could do that later. Right now, I want you to work on building the audience right now. And so we're going to work on that together in the boot camp. I know it's loud, y'all. I'm having brunch. I completely apologize. If we have any questions for the people who are here, we're going to end this relatively quickly because I know this one was bootleg. I might have to unlist it because if you have any questions with your business, if I can answer that for you, please let me know and put in the comments right now. Hey, we got Queen here. We got Colleen, Francine. Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie, are you working on that content? Rebecca. Hey there, Rebecca. Tell me about your business, Rebecca. I don't think we heard from you all week. Talk to me. So again, guys, what I want you to do is concentrate on content for you, the individual. And you have to be super specific because you cannot do general in this online world. It's going to be harder for people to find you. SEO works on a very keyword type of basis. And if you can't clearly define who is going to be working with you, it's going to be super hard to do it. Okay. Oh, good. Stephanie's got her content. All right. So if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to cut this short because Good morning, Sandra. Sandra, I just answered. I was just talking about your question just earlier. Um, Creating new revenue streams. How do you structure your time between both? I do kind of go all in for if I'm trying to create a product. I do go all in for a couple weeks, but it really just depends on what your business clientele is doing on the other side of the income that you are currently making your money for. I'm signing up for. Oh, I would love to see you, Stephanie! Yay! So yeah, we're doing the boot camp. Tuesday is when we start live. I know I'm sipping. This is raggedy. I'm so sorry, y'all. I would have canceled it, but I was like, I know people gonna be there, and I didn't want to cancel. So I'm gonna stay here for another 10 minutes. If you have any questions about your business specifically, um, and while we wait for any questions, definitely want to remind you to sign up for the boot camp. We are going live next week for 4 weeks. We're going to have the accountability with all of us who are having some goals. I have some major goals that I want to complete by the summer, so I definitely need some accountability. Sorry, I was editing. You edit audio, Sandra? You need to tell the people. And I still need you to meet. Okay, perfect. I have a yoga studio here in the States, but I want to transition fully online. I've been online because of the pandemic last year. I want to move support you in future. Okay, so if you're already online. So when you say you own a yoga studio, you're willing to give up the yoga studio to start working fully online? So my question now is how many, I'm sorry, y'all, I know it's loud. Everybody been drinking and it's brunches. I'm sorry. So how many people do you have currently scheduled for your online yoga? Oh, you said you want to transition. Okay. So the good thing to look at, Rebecca, is there are a lot of personal trainers that have made this transition. The question I want to know from you right now is, do you currently have a CRM or contact relation management system that has the contact information of the people who were part of your yoga studio, the physical one? And I'm gonna wait for your answer on that. Because if you already have their contact information, you're not starting from zero. You want to create the email marketing campaign to start to bring them online. If you want to consider it even more, if you know other yoga teachers that want to do the same thing, but no, do you, the people who signed up for your in person, do you have their email addresses? Do you have their contact information to start marketing to them? And as we wait for Rebecca's answer, um, what you're going to do is create an email marketing campaign to the people that have already come to your physical location, because you already have an audience. You just need to let them know to come to you. So if you know other yoga instructors, you can work collectively to create an online yoga experience. You have 600 people. Perfect. But I need a kick in the. Oh, come on. Okay, honey. You got 600 people, love. That's a good number. Okay, all right. How we look? Come to the boot camp. We'll kick you in your butt. No, but you have people there. You just have to transition those people online. And if you really want to, if you know other yoga teachers that want to convert online, you all can create a whole yoga online studio. And all three of you, four of you, five of you can take the opportunity to teach various forms of yoga throughout that process. So you can really transition pretty well because you already have a client base. They already know you. They already like you. You just need to change the culture and add some technology and do it online. If you don't want to do it by yourself, bring in a couple other yoga teachers. You could just set it up and you're straight, honey. You're good. Just start positioning now. Okay, I finished. Also, what I wanted to enjoy my drink. I'm sorry, y'all. This is so bootleg. Um, Sandra, also something that I wanted to ask you. You had a comment a couple weeks ago about not leaving because your largest client is in the States. And I wanted to know what it would require to have the necessary technology for you to do the voiceover virtually. Like, is it a matter of collecting the correct mic and maybe soundproofing some rooms or whatever that's needed to be able to pull that off digitally? Because I know not every voiceover is there. And then looking into, I have a friend who's doing voiceover for like video games and that type of thing. So I'm really curious. The background noise is affecting you more than us. You're so sweet. Thank you, Francine. I am highly distracted because there's so much going on. But I don't want this live to be in vain. I want people to be able to walk away with some actionable steps. So as it relates to, look at that. The bells ring here, and it doesn't even really be a reason. Like it could be 4:13, and a bell would ring. I never understood that. Anyway, um, Suzette, Suzette, what's up, love? I'm so happy to see you. Do you have any business questions we can throw out? Because I'm gonna head out probably in another 10 minutes. But while I'm here live, I wanted to answer everyone's questions. And again, I apologize. I am out here in Lisbon, kind of getting my Sunday on, but I wanted to come here. You are here, huh? Wait, you're here? You're like Portugal? Okay, so we can have a separate conversation. Anyway, I just want to make sure that you have something actionable when we get off of this. And how do I do that? If you, and this, you, for the people who signed up for it would take a long message to tell you, hit me up on IG or call me. Okay. What I want everyone to consider who's listening to this, if you already have the audience that you want to work with, you have two options. You can still work in the industry that you're currently in. We've talked about that. We have veterinarians, we have people in the healthcare field. Those professions still need content because people are looking for this information. So you can still create income and clients in the current field in which you're doing it, in addition to whatever you're passionate about. And decide how you find the survey. And the survey is in the learning portal, hon. So the first, when you log into the learning portal, it's gonna be right there in the front in the membership software, recording software. Okay. Look at Sandra. Probably because I'm all over the place, and I'm sorry, y'all. For those who are here with me live, I apologize. But if you want to see some of Lisbon, I could show you that. So this is not a total waste of your time because I can't focus. This is it's a restaurant here called and there's the girls over there. But we're here at Lumi, I think is the name of the restaurant. So what I will commit to you, we're going to meet again tomorrow. The last day of us meeting is going to be on Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be my last live. For those of you who need help with your business, get the questions, either email me or be here live and ask me, and I will stay on here as long as I need to get that information for you, because I want you, Lumi, so it's Lumi. I want you to start putting your plan in place now, because despite what everything says online, it does take a minute. You guys, you were looking at a reflection of a year's worth of work. And if you plant the seeds now, whether you want to move abroad or just do something different online, you could do it. But it's going to require the work. And so that's what we're going to do during the boot camp. Everyone's going to tell me their goal, and their summer goal. Everybody's summer goal. We're going to knock this out, whether that's having your content and the plan for that or having your email marketing set up. To me, that's going to be your basic level. If you have email, you can make money. Maybe I should do the next training on how to make money off of your email list. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. I've started. Good, you started. I love that. Who's at the table? Who is at the other table? I don't know them people. It's my friends in front of me, but I don't know the people over there. So, but yeah, if you guys don't have any business questions, I'm gonna hop off. And if you think of a question, again, just go ahead and email me. Most of you have my email address, and we'll take it from there. Can you email me later? Yes, we're interested. Interested in. Okay, perfect. I'll do that. So maybe on Wednesday I'll spend time doing that. But I'll be here tomorrow. Probably either 3 or 4 around the same, either 10 or 11. I'll let you know. You guys will send an email with me. All right, then I'll do that. I'll do the session on email marketing. And I'm also going to do the session in the boot camp, guys, because I'm creating that content as well, because I think that's the most important thing. All right, guys, I appreciate you. If you don't have any questions, go ahead, let me know. If not, then I will see you all tomorrow. I'll send you an email letting you know when I'm live. Either it's going to be 10 or 11, I promise. Nothing? Going once? Going twice? Have a fabulous Sunday, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow.